How's it going, everybody? It's your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Poppy Wolf, and we're here reviewing another series, that being one of the newer series that has premiered recently on Crunchyroll. When I say Crunchyroll, I mean all of anime. It just came out this season, and it's an old series. It came back from the dead, something I never thought would happen. In the years of early, mid 2010s, there was a lot of animes that we saw that never got season 2s. No Game, No Life, Classroom of the Elite, and The Devil's a Part-Timer. Now hold on, I know a lot of you are thinking, Bobby Wolf, Classroom of the Elite actually has, I know, but this is the season of the comeback. I'm amazed. I'm strictly amazed. No, I'm not strictly amazed. I am ecstatic that anime from 10 years ago, or maybe even 5 years ago, 6 years ago, are getting season 2s. There's been a lot of series that haven't really generated that much popularity to get the season 2s, and the fact that The Devil's Part-Timer had a season 2, or it was announced it last year, I think a year and a half ago, was already big news, and to have it already here, I'm so happy. So before we get into the season 2 premiere episode, I want to talk about the first season in a sense of what it means to me, which is something I like to do with all series I review. The Devil's Part-Timer season 1 is, well, let me give you some context why I love it so much and why it holds such a huge nostalgic factor to me. So let's take the time back. Let's put the clock a little backwards. When young Poppy Wolf was 18 years old, he walked into a fast food restaurant, asked for an application, signed off on it, met with the manager that same day, and was told, "You know what? I like your motto. I like the cut of your gem, sir. How would you like to come back for orientation next week?" I was ecstatic. I was happy. I come back next week. I was a young man. I go into orientation, meet a lot of cool people. We vibe, we're talking. I fill out my application, I get my paperwork, it's done, it's filed. They say, guess what? You're working this Friday. It was Thursday night. And I was like, oh, thank you, sir. As I'm walking home excited, thinking to myself, damn it, this is my first job. I'm so excited. I've always had a strong work ethic, and now I can apply it and get money for it. I don't know what else to think. I'm getting paid $9 an hour. This is 6 years ago. At that time, that was a lot for me. I'm ecstatic. I don't know what else to think. So I'm walking home. I recall something my friend said. And I think he said, yo, there's an anime on Netflix about the devil who works as a fast food restaurant guy. And I was like, interesting. I just got hired at fast food. Let's look for it. So I just lay back on my couch. I get my drink. I get my food. And I'm scrolling through Netflix and I find it. The Devil's a Part-Timer. I read the description. Satan himself comes to Japan as Sadao Mal and gets himself a job at Mig Ronald's. And I was like, oh, Mig Ronald's. Oh my God. That's like my job. Except my job was called McDonald's. I need to watch this. So I watched the first episode. This powerful being, this demon king, this ruler of rulers coming to Earth. Our Earth, my world. And getting a job as a fast food worker with aspirations to conquer this world by going up the economic ladder. Wow. Relatable. Already had me sold. And a lot of people ask, why did that sell you on the series? Simple. We're all doing that. It is a reverse isekai in which an all-powerful being, a godlike being basically, comes to our world and goes, you know what? I'm going to rule this world, but guess what? I'm going to do it with the rules of this world. How could you not like it? How could you not go, dang, that's baller? Like, let's be real. If we had the choice to be the demon king of another world or eventually be the demon king of our world, but we have to go through like the chutes and ladders of the world, we would pick the other place. I would rule that place. And for the devil himself, Satan Sadao Mal, to go from his kingdom to an earth where he's lost all his magic, he's around the age of early 20s, and his best friend, aka his general, is like, yo, we are dirt poor. We have to live in a one bedroom apartment, a single room apartment, and we have no money, no food, no nothing. We have to do what we can. Already relatable. That's everybody. I'd argue that's a lot of people in their early 20s sometimes early 30s, where they're struggling to make ends meet and just, keep a roof over their head. It's just so relatable. It's all relatable. It's the classic struggle of classes. These are people coming from riches to rags and still having aspirations to reach the top. But guess what? They're doing it their way. And I think the great antithesis to how Saddam Allen, Alcia, or what's his name in the series? God, Ashia. They call him Ashia. That's funny. Like, of course, seeing Mal and Ashia, like, going from literally from the kingdom, the great black castle, to this shoddy apartment is fan-fucking-tastic. And then, of course, like I said, the perfect antithesis to all of this was seeing Amelia, the great hero, somebody who worked hard and strived from literally being told that she has angel blood and she has the sacred sword and she's the only one who can defeat the Demon King, and how hard she worked from like a little girl to eventually beating him to our world, to come to our world and already have a very much lavish lifestyle. She has a big 1-bedroom apartment. She has AC. She has a great call center job that pays her a good amount. She's able to buy things. She lives a very lavish life compared to our two protagonists, I would say, our two main characters. Again, the series is fun. The series is great. I love it. It's relatable. It's so fun. A reverse isekai where some all-powerful being comes to our world and it's forced to, like, live by the standards of our world. On paper, you would think that sounds boring, but it's just so entertaining to see it. It's so relatable, and it holds such a nostalgic factor to me because I myself worked at a McDonald's when Mal still works at Mig Ronald's. So it's just very fun to enjoy. It's very fun to lose yourself and think, dang, you get some sick pleasure knowing that as we go and as we climb the societal class system of ladders to get where we want to be in life, Mal himself is doing the same thing too. Now, that is why I love this series so much. That's why I have such a big nostalgic love for it, is because it reminds me of that 18-year-old me who was kind of proud to be a McDonald's employee, who was happy, who was excited to have his first job and wanted to strive to be the best McDonald's employee ever. Did that stick? No, fuck McDonald's. But the best part of it all is that is the aspirations of a lot of people who have that A-type personality where, like, okay, we don't have anything anymore. Guess what? I want everything again. I'm going to work hard to get it. And Mal very much shows that A-type personality. Now, let's go into season 2. Because I don't want to, again, I think I don't need to give you a whole series recap on what happens in season 1. You guys can go ahead on Netflix or Funimation or Crunchyroll, go watch the first season. It's fucking fantastic, man. I love it to death. It's one of my favorite animes. You guys can go enjoy that for yourself and then come back to watch this episode review, because you're here to hear what I think about season 2. Amazing. Strictly amazing. The animation looks great. The just getting hit with so much nostalgia made me happy. The story, the quick plots at the beginning were a little but it's just fun to see the character interactions. I think what sells this series so much is the character interactions from Urashima and Ashia and of course Mao, and just these are three, like, essentially three guys with no $5 to their name, trying to live as much as they can off of anything, and how much they're very much living like the three broke roommates just trying to figure out how to live life. While of course we see Amelia and her friends as they live the lavish lifestyle, even not just that, but as other characters that have been already established living a better and more lavish lifestyle to our three main characters who have not upgraded one bit in this series. And I don't want to take a dig, but Shield Hero, Classroom Elite, they didn't really have strong season 2s. And of course, these are very early on. Shield Hero, I think, just ended with its season 2. Classroom Elite just started, but there was nothing grabbing. There was nothing that made me go, damn, I missed this. Shield Hero was so boring. I covered it one episode, and I didn't even watch episode 2 to the finale of the season 2. Classroom Elite, I watched the first 2 episodes because I remember liking season 1 a lot, but after seeing the setup for season 2, I think the plot just got too confusing that I kind of fell off of it right now. I've only been 2 episodes in, but I'm still probably gonna watch it, but I don't feel the need to review it. But Devil's a Part-Timer season 2 episode 1, just the animation, the opening, seeing all the characters back at it again, just flushed me in a way that I can't help but think and be giddy and think, damn, they're back. My favorite characters are back. The crew is back. Let's get it. I'm happy to see this. And a lot of things have been started hinting in the first episode that where the season's going to go on, and I think it's pretty fun. We see a lot of imagery of kids. We see a lot of things being told about your parents, being parents in general, parenthood. We see a lot of interactions with children and a lot of imagery of children during the episode. And I think it better establishes or better describes what we're going to get all together, which is that it's going to be very much a early young fatherhood arc for Mal. And this is solely cemented when we get to introduced to the character of his daughter, which I don't think she has a name yet. I'm just call her Apple Girl because she came from an apple. But she's introduced when she comes through a portal from Anta Isla. And if we're right in assuming who she is, she's this character that was introduced early in the episode, who's walking around Satan's castle thinking, I wonder where he's at, because I could still feel he's alive. He's not dead. So of course she tracks him. I feel like she tracks him down, goes into a portal, comes back as a child at a younger age than she really is, and is a little, I want to say 2 years old, 1 year old. And she sees Sadao Mal, and she sees, of course, the hero Amelia, and she goes, oh, that's my mama and my papa. Thus throwing the whole the whole gang into chaos. It's the way to end the episode that made me go, this is what I missed. This is why I like The Devil's a Part-Timer. And there's a lot of things that this season can do that I'm kind of hoping they do. One of them is better establish a relationship between Mal, Amelia, and Chio. Because it's I very much sense that they were going to do a love triangle, but they never really do. They do have a good love dynamic between Chio and Mal, but they haven't really expressed more into it. Really, they kind of hint on it a lot, but they never really did anything significant. And especially with Amelia as well, I feel like they've been holding back. But this season feels like it's going to be the love triangle season, and I'm kind of excited for it. Another thing is we get a little bit more into lore and information when it comes to Mal and his upbringing. It kind of seems like demons that are humanoid or like just smarter are kind of like mutations in the demon genetics. He says that his parents were just these ravage animals, these classic demons that just don't know any better. They're just fight, kill, reproduce, and eat, humans and whatnot. And he just happened to be a being that just came into existence that was smarter and more powerful. Which made me think, is that the same for Ashia and Urashima as well? As they came as Alciel and Lucifer? Like, did they just come from two demons that just were like not the smartest? Or perchance are we going to get told that they're part human in a way? I don't know. I'm interested. But again, yeah, that's one setup I'm interested in seeing, is more background story with Mao and his parentage, his leap into fatherhood now with what seems to be a child, or what I'm assuming will be known as a Nephilim, being the offspring of a demon, and the hero Amelia, who is half human, half angel, which would make the very being itself a Nephilim. Interesting. Another interesting thing is, what are they going to do with this child? If they kill this child, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to lie. I'm already loving the kid. And I love the interactions that Mal has, because it seems like Mal generally loves children. He's so nice and comforting to the kid that I can't help but think, oh, please, let's not anything sad happen here. Please, please, please. Yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for the season. This is just episode 1 review, along with a little tidbit review on what I love about the first season, but I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Again, when I have to give this episode for being the premiere episode, I give it 8 out of 10. It definitely came out of the book. I mean, it came out to bat really hard. It hit its mark. It wasn't fantastic, but it was way better than average. And with the animation, the nostalgia factor, with just everything just feeling like the first season, just just going more into story and exploring more, just giving us more content is just all I really wanted from this series. And I'm just excited that we have a season 2 coming. And I can't wait for this. I can't wait to see which story arcs we're gonna get, what characters are gonna get established. Are we gonna get more love triangle stuff? Are we gonna get Mao's his journey into fatherhood? Are we gonna see a lot of fun interactions with Uncle Urashima and Uncle Ashia? I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this review is all over the place, but that's my style, guys. I'm a chaotic reviewer. But if you guys want more episodes like this of me reviewing The Devil's a Part-Timer, please leave a like on the thing below. I'm still gonna review it week by week, but you know, when you guys give the videos a like, it gives me more motivation to put more production into my videos, and it gives me more motivation to put a little bit more in it. So yeah, that being said, I will catch you guys later. It's been fantastic. It's been great. It has been a journey with your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Poppy. We'll see. Peace out, peace and love, guys, and adios. Goodbye, bye-bye, and have a wonderful day.
Bang, and then I blow it bang, and drop it down low, let them know it's like that.